There's a reason you're here right now. This moment, this message isn't by accident. You've been led here because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You, chosen one, are stepping into a level of power that is beyond anything you've experienced before. This isn't just a minor change, it's a total transformation, a spiritual awakening so profound that those who once doubted you will have no choice but to acknowledge the force you've become. What was once overlooked will now be impossible to ignore, and the influence you carry will reshape the way the world responds to you. This power isn't about dominating others or proving yourself. No, it's about stepping fully into who you were always meant to be. For too long, you may have played small, dimmed your light, and accepted less than what you deserve. But that time is over. The layers of doubt and fear that once weighed you down, the layers of doubt and fear that once had a grip on your soul are falling away, piece by piece. You're no longer trapped by limiting beliefs or by the opinions of others who tried to keep you small. You see, chosen one, stepping into your power isn't just about realizing your worth. It's about embodying it. When you walk into a room now, your energy does the talking. The aura you radiate is enough to shift the atmosphere, to make those who once underestimated you feel something they can't quite explain, a sense of awe, perhaps even fear. But this isn't a fear of you. It's a fear of what they can no longer control. For years, you may have been manipulated, overlooked, or dismissed, living under the weight of deception and false narratives. You were told who to be, how to act, and what your limits were. But that time is over. The fog has lifted, and you see the truth clearly now. The truth is that you've always been powerful. You've always had the ability to rise above. But now, that truth isn't just something you know in your mind. It's something you feel in every cell of your being. The illusions that once controlled you are breaking like glass, shattered under the weight of your awakening. What's happening is more than just an internal shift. The moment you recognize your power, the universe responds. The very people who once tried to dictate your path will find themselves confused, even scrambling, as they realize they no longer hold the strings. The puppet they once controlled has cut the strings, and now they're the ones standing in your shadow, wondering how things turned so quickly. But you don't need to retaliate or engage in their games. Your silence, your presence, your authenticity, that's all it takes. You've become a storm that they didn't see coming, a force that doesn't need to announce itself. The power you carry speaks for you, and as you move forward, you're no longer doing so for approval or validation. You're walking in your truth, and that's a force no one can stop. You don't need their validation anymore. You've outgrown it. The same people who once thrived on controlling your decisions are now powerless against you. They can sense it too. The way you carry yourself now, with quiet confidence, speaks louder than any words ever could. There's no need to argue, no need to prove yourself. Your energy has become its own declaration, a bold statement that you are untouchable. And as their influence slips away, they'll realize that the power they thought they had over you was nothing more than an illusion. You've broken free. There's a strength in you that can't be denied. It's not loud or boastful. It's steady, unshakable. The kind of strength that makes others take a step back, unsure of how to respond. They can no longer manipulate you with guilt or fear because those tools have lost their power. You see, when you embrace who you truly are, you become immune to the opinions and games of others. Their words may reach your ears, but they won't penetrate your heart. You've developed an armor made of wisdom, self-love, and clarity, and no one can pierce it. The beauty of this transformation is that you don't need to fight them. Your rise isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming your destiny. You're not here to destroy others. You're here to build something greater for yourself. Those who once thrived on your insecurity will be left confused because you've taken away their most powerful weapon, your doubt. Now, they're left scrambling, trying to adjust to the version of you that they can no longer control. But that's their burden to bear, not yours. Your energy has become a magnet for truth and authenticity. When you step into a room, you bring clarity with you. The lies that once surrounded you can't survive in your presence. You no longer need to confront them directly because your authenticity naturally reveals them for what they are. You're the light in the room, and the shadows have nowhere to hide. And here's the most important part. You're not just doing this for yourself. By living in your truth, you're showing others that they can do the same. The ripple effect of your transformation is already happening. People who once doubted you will be forced to respect you. Some will bow out, unable to handle the weight of your presence. Others will rise, inspired by your strength. This is what it means to be a chosen one. You lead, not by force, but by example. You show others that living authentically isn't just possible, it's necessary. Your rise becomes a beacon of hope, a reminder that no one has to live under the control of others forever. But this is just the beginning, chosen one. As you continue to rise, the world around you will shift to accommodate your power. Opportunities will present themselves. Doors that were once closed will swing wide open, and the people meant to walk this journey with you will appear. You no longer have to chase what's meant for you. It's already on its way. The universe is aligning everything in your favor, and all you have to do is trust the process and keep moving forward. As you move forward, you'll notice that the things you used to chase are now chasing you. The energy you once poured into seeking approval, love, and acceptance from others has shifted inward, and that's where the magic happens. You've become a magnet for abundance because you've aligned with your true purpose. When you step into who you really are, everything that's meant for you begins to find its way to you effortlessly. There's no need to beg, to convince, or to prove. You are the proof, and the universe knows it. And those who underestimated you, they'll watch in awe. They'll wonder how you went from being overlooked to being someone they can't take their eyes off. They'll feel the pull of your presence, but they won't know how to handle it. This is the shift that turns the tables. They may have once dismissed you, but now they find themselves drawn to your light, seeking your guidance, even if their pride won't let them admit it. You've become the very thing they never expected, a force that's too strong to ignore. But don't mistake their sudden interest as validation of your worth. You don't need them to see your value because you've already discovered it for yourself. Their reactions are simply a reflection of how powerful you've become. Let them marvel. Let them wonder. But don't slow down to explain yourself or to prove anything to them. You're not here to convince anyone of your greatness. You're here to live it. Your path is yours alone, and you're walking it with purpose. With every step you take, you're shedding the weight of other people's expectations. You're no longer trying to fit into a mold that wasn't designed for you. You've broken free, and now you're creating your own blueprint, a life that reflects your truth, your vision, and your dreams. And here's the secret. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes contagious. People who were once too afraid to chase their dreams will see you and realize that they can too. This is where your true power lies, not in controlling others, but in inspiring them. Your transformation becomes a mirror for those around you. They see your strength and begin to question their own limitations. They see your rise and realize that they too can rise. The ripple effect of your awakening spreads far and wide, creating waves of change that you may not even be aware of. But that's the beauty of it. You don't need to know every life you're touching. Just by being who you are, you're creating a legacy. As you rise, you'll face challenges, but you'll no longer view them as obstacles. Instead, you'll see them as opportunities for growth. The struggles you once feared will become stepping stones, helping you reach even higher levels of success and fulfillment. The difference now is that you're equipped to handle them. You're no longer fighting against life. You're flowing with it. The challenges won't break you because you've built a foundation of resilience, wisdom, and inner strength. And through it all, you'll realize that the most important relationship you have is the one with yourself. You've spent years seeking approval from others, but now you understand that the only approval you ever needed was your own. You've given yourself permission to be bold, to be unapologetic, and to take up space in a world that once tried to shrink you. And with that permission comes a freedom that is unlike anything you've ever experienced. This freedom is what allows you to dream bigger, to reach higher, and to live fully. You no longer feel the need to ask for permission or to play small to make others comfortable. You've reclaimed your power, and you're using it to build a life that's worthy of you. And as you do, the universe will continue to support you, bringing opportunities, connections, and blessings that align perfectly with your purpose. Let go of any lingering fears that you're not enough. You're more than enough. The very fact that you've made it this far is proof of your strength. You've faced challenges that would have broken others, but you're still standing. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. And as you continue to rise, remember this: your journey isn't just about where you're going, it's about who you're becoming along the way. You're becoming someone who isn't afraid to speak their truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Someone who can stand in their power, even when others try to bring them down. Someone who knows that their worth isn't tied to external achievements, but to the unshakable belief that they are deserving of everything life has to offer. And the people who once doubted you, they'll have no choice but to watch. They'll see the person you've become and realize that their attempts to hold you back were futile, but you won't dwell on them. You'll be too focused on your growth, your success, and the abundant life you're creating. You've risen above their opinions, and now you're unstoppable. This is your time. Chosen One. The world is watching, but more importantly, you're watching yourself. And you're proud of what you see. The world is beginning to shift around you, reflecting the power you've unleashed within. What once felt like resistance is now a flow of opportunities. What once felt like rejection is now redirection towards something better. You're no longer chasing what's meant for you because it's chasing you. This is what happens when you live authentically, when you shed the weight of expectations and allow your inner power to guide you. Suddenly, life isn't a struggle. It's an unfolding of blessings. And those who doubted you, they're standing on the sidelines, watching the very transformation they never believed you were capable of. Some of them are in shock, trying to understand how you managed to break free from the limitations they imposed on you. Others, quietly, are inspired, though they may never admit it. But you don't need their recognition. The only approval that matters now is your own, and you've already given yourself permission to thrive. You've realized that your journey was never about pleasing others or fitting into their mold. It was about becoming the truest version of yourself, unapologetically. And with that realization comes a newfound freedom. A freedom to dream without limits, to pursue what sets your soul on fire, and to live boldly without fear of judgment. This is what it means to embody your power. You've reclaimed your narrative, and you're writing the story that was always meant to be yours. But here's the truth. Chosen One. With great power comes great responsibility. The energy you carry now is powerful, and it has the ability to influence not just your life, but the lives of those around you. This is why alignment is so important. Your power isn't meant to be used recklessly or selfishly. It's meant to uplift, inspire, and create positive change. The universe has entrusted you with this gift, and when you use it with intention, the results are nothing short of miraculous. You'll notice that as you rise, you'll naturally attract people who resonate with your energy. They'll be drawn to your light, seeking wisdom and guidance, even if they don't say it outright. But not everyone who enters your life during this phase is meant to stay. Some will be there to learn from you, and others will be temporary lessons meant to help you grow. Don't be afraid to let go of what no longer serves you. Your journey is sacred, and only those who uplift your spirit and align with your purpose deserve a place in it. As you move through this phase of transformation, you'll develop a keen sense of discernment. You'll recognize who is genuine and who is only drawn to your light for their own gain. And when you do, you won't feel guilty about setting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they're filters, allowing in what nurtures you and keeping out what drains you. With every boundary you set, you protect your energy and create space for more growth and abundance. And this abundance is coming, Chosen One, faster than you may realize. The seeds you planted during seasons of doubt, struggle, and uncertainty are now blossoming. The work you did behind the scenes when no one was watching is paying off. The universe is rewarding you, not just for your actions, but for your resilience, your faith, and your ability to keep moving forward, even when the path wasn't clear. You've become a master of persistence. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable now seem like small bumps in the road. You no longer fear failure because you understand that every setback is a setup for something greater. You've built resilience like a muscle, and now nothing can shake you. This is what true power feels like, not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. And as you continue to grow, you'll notice that your influence extends beyond what you can see. People you don't even know will be inspired by your journey. Your courage will serve as a silent reminder to others that they too can rise. This is the ripple effect of living in alignment with your purpose. Your strength becomes their strength. Your victory becomes a beacon of hope for those still finding their way. But don't be surprised if some people are intimidated by your rise. Not everyone will be happy to see you step into your power. There will be those who cling to the version of you that they could control, the version of you that sought their approval. But that version no longer exists, and it's not your job to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Let them deal with their own discomfort. You've outgrown that space, and it's time to move forward. You see, chosen one, your rise isn't about leaving others behind. It's about showing them what's possible. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth or explain why you're no longer the person they used to know. Your growth is your explanation, and your success is your response. Those who are meant to walk this journey with you will rise to meet you. The rest will fall away, and that's okay. You're not meant to carry everyone with you. As you step into this next phase of your journey, remember that humility and confidence can coexist. Being powerful doesn't mean being boastful. It means being secure in who you are, knowing that your worth isn't tied to what others think of you. True power is quiet, steady, and rooted in purpose. It's knowing that you don't need to prove anything because you already embody everything you've been searching for. This is your moment, chosen one. The transformation you've undergone wasn't for nothing. The sleepless nights, the doubts, the moments when you wanted to give up, they were all part of the process. And now, you're standing on the other side, stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever before. But don't stop here. There's more waiting for you. More to create, more to explore, and more lives to touch. As you continue to rise, keep your heart open and your intentions pure. The universe is working in your favor, aligning everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Trust that what's meant for you will always find its way to you, and remember that you are deserving of every blessing that comes your way. You've done the work, and now it's time to reap the rewards. The world is watching, but more importantly, you're watching yourself, and you're finally proud of what you see. Keep going, chosen one. You've only just begun. You've only just begun, and yet the transformation you've undergone already feels monumental. But this is what happens when you align with your true purpose. You've stepped out of the shadows and into the light, and there's no going back. You've embraced a new identity, one that doesn't waver when met with resistance, one that stands firm even when the winds of doubt try to blow you off course. And this version of you, chosen one, is unstoppable. Your journey from doubt to power wasn't linear, And that's what makes it so beautiful. You've faced moments of uncertainty, times when it felt like the weight of the world was on your shoulders. But you kept going. You didn't quit. And that's what sets you apart. Many people get stuck in the waiting, in the doubt, and never see what's on the other side of perseverance. But you did. You held on long enough to see the breakthrough. And now, you're living proof that persistence pays off. The universe has been watching, carefully aligning every step of your journey to bring you to this moment. And now, it's rewarding you with opportunities you once dreamed of. But don't think this is the peak of your success. This is just the beginning. You're not here to reach a single summit. You're here to conquer mountain after mountain, creating a legacy that will outlive you. The work you're doing now is planting seeds that will continue to grow long after you've moved on to the next chapter. As you continue to rise, you'll notice that the lessons you've learned are becoming tools. The pain you endured has sharpened your instincts. The doubts you faced have strengthened your faith, and the challenges you overcame have equipped you with resilience. You've become someone who not only survives, but thrives, turning obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. This is your superpower, the ability to adapt, grow, and emerge stronger with every challenge. And while luxury